Gary, as you know, Gary is an entrepreneur, wine enthusiast, businessman, and author of the book Thank You Economy. I'm going to turn it over to Gary. Take it away.
Can I use this? I know I'm Mike, but can I use this? I'm in a little bit of a Richard Pryor mindset. Thank you so much. Thanks for coming out tonight. I hope we have a good time. You know, I recognize a lot of people here, and I got to engage a little bit before I took the stage, and so really curious, how many of you have either seen me speak recently or have consumed that via video or would say that you've consumed a lot of my content? Raise your hand. This is what I was worried about. It's a fairly high number, and but there's still enough of a number that's not there. So I'm going to try to balance what I do up here today. I think that every kind of event and different thing needs its own individuality, and I think that tonight might be a really good opportunity to do what I've been wanting to do for a while, which is an obnoxious amount of Q&A. You know, I think the engagement and the interaction's fun. I mean, you know, I think I probably have 7 hours of very good content in my head that's relevant right now, and that's why, you know, every time I talk, it tends to be somewhat different, but there's so many things that are similar, and, you know, seeing some of the people in the crowd here that I know have seen some of the stuff recently, I don't want to bore them, but it's awesome to see them. So yeah, I mean, I wrote a new book called The Thank You Economy, and I think it's pretty relevant. How many of you guys heard what's going on with me in the last week or so? Because I did a TechCrunch TV interview, and I said 99% of social media experts are clowns. Raise your hand. Just curious. So that's kind of an interesting thing maybe I'll start with, which is that please understand why I'm up here, what I'm about and what I care about. I really am interested in what's going on right now in general because I really haven't been a talking head or pundit or voice ever before, right? I mean, I think what I've always prided myself in being relevant in this space is that before I came and started talking about this stuff, I built a $60 million business, and that feels like, you know, that makes sense, right? I mean, you build a business and that has validity. It's kind of why I don't really like reading Malcolm Gladwell, because he's a journalist, and I love psychology, I live on it, you know, at some level. It's what I think is interesting, but, you know, it feels a lot better to read something from Tony Hsieh or Jason Fried, because they've actually made lots of money on building a business. And so I didn't really live through the whole, like, e-commerce experts, right? I didn't live through that. I definitely didn't live through the, you know, SEO expert phase and all that, because, you know, some of you may know, if you read Crush It, I'm not a big fan of the way we look at SEO today, and I still feel like SEO is going to be interesting to watch and evolve. So watching this whole new phenomenon of, like, social media experts has been funny to me, because the fact of the matter is, I very much stand behind what I said. I sit in a lot of conference rooms and a lot of boardrooms and have met a lot of people who peg themselves as experts, and it's just confusing to me at best, because I'm a businessman. You know, like, I'm here tonight to talk under the context of building a business, right? I mean, social media, or Web 2.0, or the internet, whatever you want to call it, is doing a lot of things. It's overthrowing governments, it's changing the way we vote, it's changing everything. It's changing absolutely everything, because we're talking about disruption in communication. And what are we really talking about? We're talking about disruption in communication. And let me promise you something right now. Every person in this room is in the eyeballs and ears business, period. No matter what you do, you are trying to grab the attention, tell your story, and convert for whatever the heck you're selling, because you're selling something. Okay? So why all this stuff means so much is the way every person in this room communicates has changed. Let me ask you guys a question. How many people in this room, raise your hand, are never, in a 24-hour period, including when you sleep, an arm's way away from your telephone? At all times, every 24-hour period, your phone is within arm's reach. Raise your hand. I want everybody to look around. Keep them high. Go high. I see a lot of half-ass hands. Dear, wait, you have a half-ass hand. Higher. Yeah, it's half-ass. Higher. We're talking about, like, yeah, and I understand we're a little more tech-savvy, this, that, and the other thing. That's insane.